A very big news just dropped alongside with the Genshin 2.4 patch, and that is in the Genshin CN version, 4 specific characters will be getting a complete redesign. That includes Jean, Amber, Rosario, and Mona, as you can see here. And as compensation, they will be getting 1,200 Primo Gem for the inconveniences. Now, do know that this is a complete redesign. That means these characters will be adjusted, and this will be their new appearance in the Genshin CN version. It appeared that for the other version, like Global, they will be getting these redesigned as skins distributed in. To be honest, these are things that have been happening over at the CN publishing side of things. Adjustment that adjust a certain character because of certain reason. For example, this one is like, oh, this day have finally came to Genshin. We saw it coming. Something like that. There are definitely a fair amount of people who are not too happy about the change, a little bit irritated about the change. For example, this one that have a lot of upvotes like, my 18 plus character are now 12 plus. By the way, this really cute character here is actually the Moscat for MiHoYo. MiHoYo actually have their own Moscat similar to Paimon and Genshin Impact. This one is called MiHoYo Hime. I don't know if it's a thing in Global, but I don't think people will know about it. But this character is actually the MiHoYo Moscat right here. It's pretty cool. But regardless, yeah. And of course, the reason why this is done is to compliance with certain requirement in China. There might be more adjustment like this in the future. We don't know that, but I just want to make a very important call right now. Pretty much not really surprising to all of the Chinese player because this has been something that's been happening. So I just want to make a call out that this is not limited to how Genshin Impact it, and it will most likely affect pretty much every single game being developed in the Chinese region or being published in the Chinese region. Similar thing happened to another very popular game, Vagrant Order, in the CN version. Now this is for a completely different reason. However, you can see in this announcement that certain characters are going to be adjusted in the Genshin, or not Genshin, FGO CN version. Specifically, this is exactly what it looked like. You can see that the picture for the character has been removed alongside with its name. So the name of the character is just called character 288. It doesn't even have a name at all. It just labeled character 288 without a art. So this is what happened in other game, namely FGO here. They might even have a completely different version of the game. What you're seeing on the screen right now is called Peacekeeper instead of Player Unknown Battleground. And in this version, there's no blood, as well as instead of character dying, they would just wave at you and say goodbye instead. So these are things that been happening over time in China publishing. In case you guys are not aware, in order for you to publish your game in a certain region, you have to comply with any requirement that the government might make. This is not limited to China. This happened in Vietnam. This happened in a lot of the other countries. It's just that China News always makes it to the front page instead, so it feels like they are the only person who are doing it. But in reality, every part of the world does it like this. As of how will this affect Genshin Impact in the future? Well, first of all, this changes only affect their version. It doesn't affect the global version or other versions, so it's not really a huge concern for us at the current moment. Although in the future we might, or we probably will see less character design similar to those that has been affected in these changes, because there's no reason for them to make character design like that anymore, as they can publish it in their own region. But other than that, I don't think there will be a huge change. I think it's important to bring forward the news as well as the fact about how this has been happening. This is not new. I think a lot of people are not aware of some of these examples that I just mentioned. And of course, since I'm closer and I follow news overseas, that's why I'm aware of them, and I actually know that this has been something that's happening, so it's not a surprise to me. I'm just simply here to bring forth some of the fact that has been happening. Some final example to bring forward is, of course, in Azure 18 character were actually removed from the CN version and are no longer obtainable because they don't meet certain standard. And in the past, we actually see this happen in the Honkai Impact 3rd anniversary with the Bunny Girl incidents. But I'm just here again to bring forth some examples and to make sure that people are aware that this has been a thing that's going on. It's not new, it's not targeted to Genshin Impact. Just here to bring forth some fact, not here for a controversial discussion or anything like that. And I think it's fine to have several discussions that concern the future for Genshin Impact, as that is the game we're playing, but I hope people don't go further than that. That's pretty much it. I'll see you all next time about Shenhe.